Hello and welcome. I am the Muted Goat. This is episode 5 of my Let's Play Realism Invictus for Civilization 4, and we are the Americans on a giant map. Alright, let's get into it. I've been kind of just trying to decide what I want to do, and have not come up with a good answer for that. But I think Kazan might be in my crosshairs. Kiev will be getting a borders pop here pretty soon, and we'll need to get the workers down there to hook up the iron. I don't think that gives me any immediate benefits, but it'll be a key resource coming up soon. Okay. We have met the Spanish Republic. I'll do open borders with them, sure. Doing open borders with everyone kind of as a rule. Everyone not on our continent, that is. Aqueduct in Washington. I'm going to build some more workers. We're going to need them shortly. Because we are about to get irrigation systems. So we need to start spreading our irrigation, especially for places like Detroit over here. So I'm going to build a farm right there. New York needs some love irrigation-wise. We've managed to make it up to size 9, which is pretty good. Aqueduct in Buffalo. Sure. Okay. Let's start the process of getting irrigation over to New York. Alright. It was very disappointing last episode. I wasn't able to get around this continent. Now I don't have open borders with the Aztecs, and so I'm wondering if I'll be able to get back, like right here. Ooh, I can get through there. Okay. But we will see. I would like to continue my exploration. Newark, I don't think I can do any cottages in Newark. They will need all farms for any plain or grassland tiles. Alright, Detroit, you can do a worker as well. If you're building skirmishers, that means you can build workers. Okay, carpenter. Let's do smokehouse. Alright. Not even sure where I want the skirmisher to go. I guess I'll do Kiev right for now. Got some gold. Upgrade any. I guess I don't have a ton of upgrades to do. What's nice having espionage off is you don't have to worry about spending all your gold immediately, because there's nothing that'll come and steal it from you. Let's start spreading irrigation there. I have built a pretty nice road system. I guess I could do better between Kiev and Chicago. Alright. The Nubians want us to cancel our deals with the Srivijayan, who were formerly the Bali. No. The Bali are going to be... They're going to be my friends. Okay. Jeweler and Kiev. Is there anything else I can do to help this city? A barracks is always good. I'm going to start spreading irrigation here. Yeah, even this forested plains won't be able to get irrigation. I really want to get St. Petersburg from Russia, but you have to go through quite a bit of crappy land to get down there. So I don't know if I will be doing that. Anytime soon, at least. Eventually I will. Oh, I do need to do a Forbidden Palace in Omaha. Suggesting a theater, sure. Greeks have wine up by some ice sheets up here. It's a little unusual. Worker there. Yeah, get an archery range going in Detroit. That's going to be a high production city. I do walls in Chicago. That provides happiness. Smokehouse greenery in Newark. Sorry, Berbers. Yeah, we have too many people. Or 2 million people. Not too many. And go ahead and build another worker there. Athens is pretty nice. 2 gold resources. Wonder if they'll trade gold with us. Don't like us enough. Okay. Tavern in Washington. Gonna go Axeman. I just need to kind of slowly build up my army. Got a farm there. Spread our farms to all of Kiev. Christianity spread. One positive of not having an early religion and sticking with paganism is you do get different religions spreading into your lands. And, yeah, that comes in handy later when you want to go to free religion, that you have 2 or 3 different religions already in your lands. And it's in Kiev, so I've got Zoroastrianism and Christianity right now. It's not good to have other religions in your land if you are sticking with one religion and you want to do something like run the organized religion civic, because that gives you unhappiness for having other religions besides your official state religion. Alright, here's the Aztecs over here. I think we can skirt around them. Okay. Tax office in Buffalo. Go barracks. Salmon City. Okay. They're growing. Temporarily take it away from the horse. They're not growing very fast, though, are they? Not a lot can be done about it right now. I guess a hunter's cabin will help. Go walls in Minneapolis. Okay, good. I can get around the Aztecs there. Alright. Irrigation systems.
It is thus with farming. If you do one thing late, you will be late in all your work.
Yeah, ritual. Reveals coffee. Maybe I got coffee somewhere in my lands. What else can I build? Alright, I need to... Yeah, I'm gonna build like kind of a war party, I guess, out of Washington right now. Five X-Men, I could go for one more. This farm is finally irrigated for the wheat near Washington. The reason I need to expand or want to expand is because I'm at 70% research right now, which is pretty good. And got walls there. Build the Forbidden Palace in Omaha. And yeah, so my economy's ready for expansion. I've been very careful during my wars to only take one city, so it's time to start another one. Take another city.
When people lack teachers, their tendencies
Not
are
gonna
not
do
correct.
caste system.
When they do not have ritual and moral principles,
Meditation
their
doesn't do a whole
lawlessness
lot
is
for
not
us.
controlled.
Commerce Code will give us grocers. That's nice. Glass blowing and porcelain. Let's do Commerce Code right now. Okay. So yeah, I want to take Kazan. Kazan's not amazing, but it's got some stuff going for it. It does have wheat, and we have another wheat, so with glass blowing and porcelain, we'd be able to make a distillery, which would give us an alcohol. And we could come down here and build a city, like right on this hill, maybe. We'd have cows. Man. Cows, wheat, deer, and gold. But boy, not much else. It's a tundra near fresh water. We wouldn't be able to irrigate down here unless we built a farm over the cows. Which I don't love doing that. Yeah, I don't see any other way to get it down there. Moscow is just terrible. But then we could get to St. Petersburg. Yeah. That's going to be my plan. It's going to be Kazan and then build a city here. Unless they've already built one there. They might have. And then the Russians would be... I mean, they've already kind of been effectively neutered, but they don't. They would have nothing else in the tank for us. Build farm here. Should maybe think about, after I get glass blowing and porcelain, rushing to mill machinery so I can build windmills and get rid of all these swamps. That is a medieval era tech, so I'm sure it would take a while to get there, but it'd be worth it. Okay, we don't need a great artist. Let's go there. Let's work that. I think we can even bump our research up a little bit. Greenery. Let's do fishing docks and lighthouse to make that clams a little bit, or pearls a little bit better. Plan on 2 stacks for my war party. Building walls everywhere right now because eventually I'll be switching to monarchy, which doesn't give you happiness for barracks, but it still gives you happiness for walls. So that's the plan there. This ship is slowly but surely making their way around. And yeah, I'm kind of focusing on happiness for the cities now that I have irrigation. I'll be able to grow the cities quite a bit, and happiness is kind of my limiting factor there. Build an archer here. If I could find it. Composite bowman, not an archer. And we could build a spearman here. Alright, New York finally has some food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no, there's building 5, so build a farm there, and then a cottage in the other spot. Kawa. Good for the Nubians, they are plopping down cities. They're not the best cities. Kawa's really going to struggle.
Free trade is not based on utility, but on justice.
I want to go to plutocracy. I think I do. Actually, I'm going to wait. I can do dynasticism, which will allow monarchy. So we'll wait for that. Okay, there's an axeman. We need one more spearman, I believe. And then we'll be good to send off our war parties. We got Oppenheimer as a great scientist. There's only one classical era scientific wonder left to build.
What's the plan?
Start building our stacks. Do them near Kiev or Kyiv. Oh, that's gonna be.
At your service. Your order.
I think I'm gonna stop correcting myself if I say it wrong, because that's gonna be constant. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do one more here. Forbidden Palace was built in Omaha. They could use an aqueduct. Build the scientific wonder in Washington. De Materia Medica. Alright, Omaha has 1, 2 food resources, so we're gonna go farm there. Oh, here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that'll be enough farms in Omaha. Get around this kind of southern tip of this continent. Continue our exploration. I'd like to see if I can find more continents, if I can. Get grocers going. Fishing dock, we're going to do a lighthouse as well. Forgot the battering rams. Alright. Discovering new stuff again with this ship. Most cultured, High Warwick, and us, and Catherine again. It's pretty impressive that we're on that most cultured list when we're not using a state religion, at least early in the game right now. It's due to all the wonders I've been able to build. That has been kind of a fantastic aspect of this playthrough, is how many wonders I've been able to build. Especially with 32 civs going, that's pretty rare. It's possible all the different civs are kind of messing with their AI. They might be getting into more wars, which means they aren't building as many wonders as they normally would, but typically it's harder to build wonders. Okay. Gotta kind of decide where I want them to go. And start on this hill and go there. This other group. 3. Yeah. This group goes there. Yeah, we don't have logistical problems, which is nice. Uh-oh. Got more Aztecs over here. This might make it hard to explore. And they're primarily upset with us because we're getting ahead of them, right? And we refuse to help them during wartime. Okay. Alright, Russians, let's see what you got. Can we get a... Ooh, let's see. A cultural border over there. Polish. Stefan Bathory. There shall be peace in our time. They are a very weak civilization. But they'll probably do open borders with us. Yep. They've got chariots, skirmishers. They do have spearmen now.
A multitude of rulers
There's
is not a good thing.
dynasticism.
Let there be one ruler.
Alright, we're going to switch
one
to
king.
monarchy and plutocracy right now. Alright. I want to go glassblowing and porcelain. And then I'm going to rush to mill machinery. That's only 4 technologies away. That's not bad. I thought it'd be longer. Two turns of anarchy. Could start building. I think I'm going to do one more farm in Washington. They have a lot of land. Alright. I'm going to decide which way I go. Guess I'll go north. Krakow. This guy might not be in the best spot. Posit bowmen will protect them the most from a spearman. That makes them very unhappy there, though. Oh, let's get the skirmisher here down there. Why are they mad? Because we never did that. Great. Did it with Minneapolis, but forgot to do it with Newark. Then let's change this to something that will make them happy. What is quick happiness? Jeweler. I think there's music playing that I can barely hear it, so I need to give it one of these. Okay. That happened in a prior episode. Alright, they attacked across the river, which is good. Alright, Zulus. Shall be peace in our time. Do open borders with them. Simon Bolivar. Colombians. There they are. Oh, they're a pretty decent civilization. We will do open borders. The Polish civilization was just conquered. Well, it was nice knowing you.
Yes.
I'm going to fortify these guys here while we knock down the walls. It's going to take a while to knock down these walls. Now, and the reason I'm keeping them here is just to give them a little extra protection where anything attacking us has to cross a river. As so. Bit worried about that stack because it doesn't have, it's not in like a hill or anything like that. It's going to take a while to knock down these fortifications.
Tell me what to do.
What are we at right now? 55%. Yeah, we need to knock down the fortifications. Get those odds better for our axemen. They're just going to keep attacking. Hopefully, they withdrew. The skirmisher probably is going to beat our axemen. Oh, nice. Oh, they only have 42% chance. Okay. Hopefully we can get some upgrades going. keep coming. Market there. Sure, warehouse. It's a decent barbarian city. Can we... Yeah, I would like to rush production of this jeweler. Not a lot of great options to do so. It's just 2 turns. We'll see.
What's the plan?
Okay, we can bring that archer back after next turn. That'll help with the separatism. I think I'm going to refrain from building any mines because as soon as we get mill machinery, I'm going to be building windmills on over most of my mines. Alright, the Armenians. Open borders, sure. Let's get you back here.
Present and accounted for. What's the plan?
What are we at now? 73%, still not good enough. Get that remaining 23% down of their fortifications. Alright, the Aztecs declared war on Ataxis. I don't even know what that is. I'm not seeing that civilization. Perhaps I should have gotten, like, whatever technology gives you catapults and upgraded these battering rams before I did this war. This has taken a long time, but it is necessary to get these defenses down. Alright, Christian the Fourth of Iceland. There shall be peace in our time. They will do open borders too. Armenian must be punished for their whatever. The Hungarians are up there. Sure. I will try to become better friends with the Hungarians through war. I'll try to wrap that war up very quickly. Zulu. Yeah, just a few more turns till all their fortifications are down. Every percent matters there. These are weird animations. They're not even hurting our axemen as far as I can tell. Oh, and I did look into that commercial I was talking about. It was a local business in Omaha called Better Business Equipment. And they did sell like copiers and stuff like that. And yeah, I was right. There was a video of that, or a YouTube video of that commercial on YouTube. So Better Business Equipment is certainly the one. So, unless you're from Omaha and watched TV in the 90s, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So that's always great combat, or content, sorry. Alright, here we go. These will be the last two.
All present and accounted for. Ready for action.
Let's see here. The remaining down there. What are my chances now? 86%. That's pretty good. 89%. That's even better. 74%. Not quite as good. 94% is much better. Even having to cross the river. It's down to 70%. So let's see what this is. 93% across the river.
All present and accounted for.
94%. Got a great general, Douglas MacArthur. This guy's slightly injured, but he's 99%. I have a heavily injured chariot. And a battering ram. Okay, they do have a city over here on the gold, which makes sense. Gonna install a governor.
At your service.
And yeah, I think I will make peace with the Russians for now. They are annoyed with us. That's okay. Alright, let's get this great general down here. We'll build whatever academy is available or something down there. Alright, Newark is no longer mad. I think a part of their anger is 20% of the citizens in Newark are Russian. It's just because Yaroslav was there before we built, so a lot of we've pushed out a lot of their culture. Okay. Gonna build a farm here. It's tundra.
Common clay must go through the heat
There's glass
and
blowing
fire
and
of the
porcelain.
furnace to become porcelain. But once porcelain, it can never become clay again.
Colombians over here. Alright, researching paper now. It's going to take a while to, paper is going to put us in the medieval era. So it's going to take a while to research these technologies that I'm rushing mill machinery for. Alright, Korea. If you watched my other playthrough, I did the Koreans quite dirty. They were allies with us the entire game, and I basically declared war and wiped them out because I was bored. I don't know what that says about me as a person. Nothing good. Alright, Armenians still refuse to talk. Okay, skirmisher warriors, famous archers, or horsemanship tradition. Probably skirmisher warriors. They don't. I wonder if they've reworked when you get explorers in the medieval era, but it's like late medieval era in prior versions. So you never really had them, and then because you'd get that technology, and all of a sudden you're discovering gunpowder. Oh. And getting light infantry, which is the upgrade from explorers, so... Sure, I'll declare war against the Berbers. Okay. Oh, the Russians took out that city. It's the Berber capital up there. I'm not necessarily trying to explore the entire continent there. I am trying to make my way westward so that eventually I can try to circumnavigate the globe. It's a lofty goal, especially this early without... Usually you have to wait till you have carracks and you can get on the ocean. Let's build some war bands. What is holding Omaha's growth back? Well, currently they're building war bands, that's the problem, but... Something like that. Once that farm's built, then these two will be irrigated. And Detroit will be doing okay, food-wise. Alright, the Chinese. These people are pre-mad at us because we declared war on their friends. Alright, the Armenians are finally Ready to negotiate, and they gave us 5 gold for our trouble. All right. Hungarians are still pretty neutral on us. Alright, New York's looking a lot better. Buffalo needs some love from workers. Alright, Warman. Omaha, I'm going to have to do research so that they can get their population up. Let's get this guy down to Kazan. Another band down to Newark as well. Got about 5 more minutes left in this. The Armenians want to do open borders again, sure. Okay. Courthouse in Newark. Any more westward I can go there? One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Just gonna start doing research in all these places. I don't need a ton of war bands. One, two, three, four. Okay, no way west there. With all this exploration I'm able to do, once we discover Sextant, we'll be able to trade maps and get a ton of gold. We'll essentially sell our maps. This worker needs to help out Buffalo. democracy. Alright, Mongolia, this might be where I will not be able to do open borders. Oh, they still will. Usually they're pretty stingy on open borders. Keep heading west. Let's get our research up even more. Army in there. Okay. I don't know who Ionis Metaxas is. Oh, Macedonians. They're the Greeks. Alright. Thought it was the civilization earlier. This is the lighthouse up here. Grocer. Forge. And we finally got iron. Took a while, but we got there. Get these guys over here to finish the road to our new city. Alright, I'm not seeing a way west with this guy. You know what? Because I feel like this is going to curve back. Because we're getting pretty far south. Let's send him up here to these islands, see if there's another path. Get back up this way. And who knows, there's probably just not a continent there. We did set it so that there's at least 5 water tiles between continents, so that could be the issue. There's a cottage. We're getting close to being done with all of our improvements around Washington. Theater. You know what? This carpenter will help build cultural stuff. Actually, some really good food reason. Kazan's actually going to be a great city now that I look at it more. I get kind of hung up on all the tundra, but it's going to be just food and towns, basically. Alright, the Koreans want us to cancel our deals with the Colombians. Colombians are high up, and the Koreans are where? Way low. We are not going to do that. Okay. They are going to be popping borders next turn. So come down here. I wonder what that is. Some kind of production improvement. What's it called? Lovishi. Alright, I think I'm going to... It's getting pretty close to an hour. Of course, I forgot to set a timer, so... But it's got to be close to an hour here. I'll send you over here. We can build a cottage there. Alright, yeah, let's help out Buffalo. Alright, this will be our final turn. Alright, the Aztecs want open borders again. Sounds like a deal. We have entered the medieval era.
Live without books.
Got paper. So we can spread Zoroastrianism if we so choose. Labor, we built road there. Nothing that way. We'll see. I don't know if there's going to be any room up there, but I'm going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.